Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for coming to Scarborough this morning. I'm joined here by Member of Parliament Salma Zaid, who's riding we're in. There's Salma right there. And by my colleagues, Councillors Raymond Cho, Deputy Mayor Glenda Bearmaker, TTC Chair Josh Cole, and Councillor Chin Lee. Earlier this year, our city planners came forward with an analysis of what good transit planning in Scarborough would look like. It identified two priorities: extending the Bloor-Danforth subway line to the Scarborough Centre to the east, the urban heart of Scarborough, and it also recommended improving local transit in Scarborough along Eglinton and Kingston Road to the University of Toronto Scarborough campus, serving a number of neighbourhood improvement areas. For the first time, this work provided us with a comprehensive planning analysis on what the people of Scarborough need to get them out of their cars and to get where they need to go using transit. It provided a blueprint for transit planning, and that is intended to spur future development and serve the people who need it the most. It showed us that people who take transit from Scarborough downtown are students going to school. They don't want to stop along the way. They want to get downtown as quickly and efficiently as possible. It showed us that a lot of the Scarborough residents taking transit within Scarborough are travelling to the employment areas, for example, along Kingston Road. These are the people that I answer to and my colleagues answer to when we talk about our plans for Scarborough Transit. And so I have expressed my support, as I will continue to do today, for an optimized transit plan for Scarborough built on this strong planning foundation and our desire to dramatically increase our transit network across the city. This spring, the TTC has also been engaged in important engineering work on the Scarborough Subway extension, which supports our decision to move away from a three-stop subway. The original three-stop subway was approved by City Council without the support of any planning or design work actually having been done. In fact, it was based on a sketch on a piece of paper given to the TTC. From that limited direction, Council budgeted $3.56 billion to build the three-stop subway in Scarborough, including committed contributions from the federal and provincial governments. The TTC engineering work completed so far has shown that constructing the two additional stations would have been difficult because of the proximity to the 401 and hydro lands, and that the stations would have to be dug much deeper than originally contemplated because of the terrain and the water table. With these complications, the three-stop subway would have cost approximately $4.3 billion, a number that will be released in a report to be submitted to the Executive Committee next week. To me, this information strongly reinforces our decision to move away from the original three-stop subway. By contrast, the express extension to the Bloor-Danforth subway is now projected to cost $2.9 billion. We have the available funding to pay for this new optimized eastward extension of the Bloor-Danforth subway line. And my support for a subway connection to Scarborough has not changed. The latest cost estimate for the LRT is $1.6 billion, and I am determined to move ahead with this important project as well. But this is an important moment to think differently about how we deliver these important projects of the future. Our past experiences have made it clear that the TTC, while an excellent transit operator, is not as well positioned to deliver complex, large-scale transit projects. And so staff will look at our options to bring the costs of these projects down, working with the private sector and others who can assist. The people of Toronto want us to build transit, and they want us to do it in a responsible manner, investigating options that could save us both time and money. I am committed to building this subway extension and the LRT extension along Eglinton and Kingston Road in a cost-efficient, expedient and responsible manner. We should have extended the Bloor-Danforth subway line 10 years ago, and that is what we're talking about here, an eastward extension of an existing subway line. Of course, this Scarborough Transit network will also include SmartTrack, which will provide a high-speed urban rail connection to downtown for the tens of thousands who use buses to get around Scarborough and connect to the rest of the city right now. The Smart Track plan was brought forward after City Council approved the Scarborough Subway and has the potential to offer huge transit relief using the existing railway networks in our city. I am delighted that much planning and some actual construction are actually underway to facilitate Smart Track, with more positive news to come. We must think of each of our transit projects as part of an overall network, actually for the first time a part of a plan that we are determined to implement. It's a plan that is designed to ease pressure on our existing lines and on our roadways while preparing the city for future growth that we know is coming. I've said this over and over again, and I will repeat it here again today. People want us to get on with building transit in this city. People want us to get on with building transit in this city. They are tired of the endless debates where nothing gets built. I was elected specifically and explicitly to build public transit. I cannot and I will not accept the point of view that says we should just continue with endless debates, which is a thinly disguised way of saying it will be okay to build transit only if we adopt their point of view, the people who want to have the endless debates. I have the advantage of 3 or 4, depending on how you count, 3 or 4 democratic elections explicitly contested on this issue and supporting the direction that we have chosen in order to address a chronic underinvestment in public transportation in Scarborough. And so we will move forward. Our expert staff agree that it's needed. The provincial and federal governments remain committed to connecting Scarborough to the rest of the subway system. We're going to move forward because that is what the people expected us to do, that is what the people elected us to do, and we're going to move forward with these projects to make sure that we're not here months or even years from today engaged in the endless cycle of debates that end up with one result so far, which is chronic underinvestment in transportation in Scarborough. It's just not going to continue. I'm happy to answer your. I'm happy to turn next to my colleague and the chair of the TTC, Josh Cole.